Hello friends, today I am going to explain an alien-based movie. This movie is about a human experiment gone wrong of an alien. In the beginning of the movie, we are shown that the USA has built such a powerful radio telescope that can track the signals of alien civilizations. After this, we are shown the laboratories of the USA government in which a girl named Syl is kept in a glass box. Here the head of this program is also shown whose name is Finch. Now as soon as the girl regains consciousness, poisonous gas is released inside the glass box to kill her. Finch does not like this, but he is forced to do this. Then the girl breaks the glass and comes out and starts running away from here. That is why all the police forces chase her to catch her, but by the time they reach her, the girl has already left by boarding a train. Inside the train, a man tries to come close to Syl. That is why she gets scared of him and kills him badly. On the other hand, Finch kills Syl. While searching, he reaches the railway line. After reaching there, he understands that Syl has definitely left from there by boarding a train. Now Syl reaches a town where she gets down from that train, picks up a man's bag and boards another train. Now she goes inside and reaches the kitchen of the train where she breaks the locker and steals all the money from it. Along with this, she also steals a lot of food items from the kitchen. Now Finch reaches the train with his men in which she killed that man. Seeing that man, no one believes that Syl can do this, but Finch knows very well how dangerous she is. On the other hand, we are shown Syl who has eaten all the food which she has stolen from the kitchen, and then some changes start coming in her body due to which she gets very scared and starts crying. Now after some time, a dead body starts to disappear from her body. Some tentacles come out which transforms her into an alien. Now Finch calls a team of some people to catch Syl, who are quite experts. The first member of the team, Dan, is shown who tells Finch that I can make a human being feel less, while the second member Steven tells him that I can tell everything about a human being by looking at his present and past. The third member is Laura, who can identify any cell. Now the last member of this team, whose name is Bruce, looks after all the problems. On the other hand, we see a TT who is looking at a big piece of mass hanging inside the train, which looks quite strange. Then a tentacle comes out from inside him and pulls the TT inside it. After this, Syl comes out from inside him, which has grown up now. On the other hand, Finch starts telling the team that what is Syl? Who is he and how was he created? He tells them that some time ago we came in contact with aliens, and after talking to them we felt that maybe they wanted to help us. After some time, aliens send some DNA to Earth and tell us that if human DNA is mixed with it, then a new creature can be created. After this, when we tried to do this, then we came to know that the child created with that DNA starts growing very fast, but Finch makes that child a girl, and because he believed that a girl can be easily controlled, but he did not know that the girl created with that DNA can also be so dangerous. That is why he orders that team to kill Syl, and now Finch reaches that train with his team, but when these people go inside the train, then they come to know that he has killed TT with brute force. On the other hand, we find Syl. The alien is shown getting ready and reaching a hotel and booking a room for himself. Now Finch's team starts researching the alien's DNA so that they can find out how the seal can be controlled. But then they see that the child made from that DNA has started growing very fast. That's why as soon as they try to close the glass box, blood falls from their hands. Now Dan asks Finch to open the lab door so that both his companions can come out of the lab. But Finch refuses to open the door until both of them close the glass box. But Dan and Finch get very angry at this because the alien is growing so fast that if their companions are not taken out, then it will kill them. That's why they fight again and open the door and take both of them out. After this, they close the lab door. They close the hotel and set it on fire, which kills the alien. On the other hand, we are shown Syl, who comes to the hotel reception and asks the man about a boy with whom she can spend her evening colorfully. Then he asks her to go to the club. Now Finch also reaches the hotel in search of Syl and starts asking the man about Syl. Then the man gives Finch the address of the club to which he has sent Syl. On the other hand, Syl reaches the club and starts attracting a man towards herself so that she can have fun with him. That is why she asks the man to go somewhere alone, but Finch also reaches the club with his men. He starts looking for Syl, but by the time he reaches there with his team, Syl has left with that man. The man takes her to his house in his car and tries to get close to her, but by then Syl's mood changes and she talks about leaving, and the man gets very angry on hearing this and he starts forcing himself on her, to which Syl agrees, and both of them come very close to each other, but after a while she kills that man very brutally, and when Finch reaches that man's house with his team, they see that the man is also dead, but they don't understand why Syl is killing everyone. Dunn tells them that she is very scared, and Laura tells everyone that she is actually looking for a man with whom she can establish a relationship and get pregnant and increase her population. But this man could not make her pregnant and Sil came to know this. That is why she did not want to have a relationship with him, but this man tried to force himself on Sil, due to which Sil must have killed this man. In the next scene, we see that Sil gets into an accident with a car. Now the man who caused her accident takes Sil to the hospital, but during the treatment, the doctor sees that Sil's wound starts healing on its own. Seeing this, the doctor is also very surprised. Now that man brings Sil to his house, where she tries to forcefully get close to that man. Now before Sil could do anything to that man, Steven and Laura reach that man's house while searching for him. So, hearing their voice, that man starts coming out of the pool, but Sil drowns that man in the water and with this, she also comes in her real form. Sil comes which was quite terrifying. Now by the time Finch's team reaches that man, Sil had killed that man and left from here. In the next scene, Sil is shown who has kidnapped a girl. She cuts her thumb in front of that girl. But after a while her thumb becomes fine again. Now Finch's team goes to the club to find Sil. Here Dan realizes Sil's presence. That's why he comes out searching for her. But then Sil comes in front of him. Seeing her, he starts shouting very loudly. That's why his team members also came out. But Sil sits in a car and starts running away from here. But these people also start chasing Sil. Now Sil's car also has the girl whom he had kidnapped in his house. She increases the speed of her car and takes it towards the dish. Now as soon as his car reaches near the ditch, she jumps out of the car and the car falls into a ditch and there is a blast. Sil did this to the girl so that everyone thinks that Sil is dead and they stop following him. Now the police force reaches the car and when the car is checked, Sil's severed finger is found inside the car, seeing that they feel that Sil is dead now. In the next scene, we are shown Steven who still does not believe that Sil is dead. That is why when he is going to Laura's room to meet her, he finds Sil inside the lift. At that time, she had completely changed her appearance, due to which he is not able to recognize her. Now, after reaching Laura's room, he starts talking to her about Sil, but Sil is actually listening to all their conversation from another room, but then Brace comes into her room, when Sil traps him in his words. When she tries to come closer to him, Dan senses Sil being around him. He tells this to the other people and asks them to check their rooms. Meanwhile, Sil had come very close to Brace and she succeeds in her purpose due to which a change comes in her body and she herself is very happy with this change. Now Brace also understood that the girl is none other than Sil. Now before he could kill her, Sil kills her and runs away from here. Now Finch's team follows her and they come to know that Sil has gone towards the basement. So they also follow her towards the basement. Here Finch suspects that there is someone in the water. Now before he could understand anything, Sil comes out of the water and attacks Finch due to which he is killed there. Now the time of Sil's delivery has come due to which she starts feeling pain and Sil comes in her form and kills her. The alien gives birth to a child. After this, we are shown Sil's child, which looks very dangerous. He kills and eats a rat with his tongue. Now Dunn sees the child doing this, due to which the child attacks him too. Now, hearing Dunn's voice, Laura comes to save him, but her leg gets stuck in the stones. Now Sil's child has grown up completely and as soon as he attacks Dunn, Dunn burns him with his fire gun and both of them start falling down from the hill, but Dan hangs onto the hill. Now, when Sil sees her child dying, she gets very angry, that is why she starts coming to Dan, but then Steven also reaches there and he starts coming to Dan to save him, but Sil catches his neck with her tentacle and she has a knife, with which he cuts her tentacle. After this he fires at Sil due to which she also falls down from the hill. On the other hand, Laura manages to take her leg out of the stones and after this Laura and Steven start pulling Dunn upwards but then Sil catches Dunn's leg and starts pulling him downwards. That's why Steven returns his gun and fires at her due to which she gets blasted and dies. Now they pull Dunn upwards and they think that now everything is fine. That's why now these three leave from here. But after their departure a rat comes here and starts eating Sil's cut tentacle due to which it also turns into an alien and starts killing and eating another rat and at this moment this story ends. So friends, what do you think? Was this the end of this film or the beginning of another story because this time he is a rat? Aliens will silently increase their numbers in this world and will this be the end of the human race or will someone come as a savior to save the human race? So friends, that's all for today's video. See you in the next video. Subscribe for more videos like this and turn on the notification and leave a like to help the channel out. Thanks for watching.